Well, hello again. This is a little short video on how you control your points and signals through Railmaster. This is particularly for a gentleman named Stephen who's wrote to me, but anybody else who's trying to set up signalling systems. Mine in places is a bit complex, but I've worked on this for quite a long while, so I know what I'm doing. What we're going to operate is this, which is that set of points and that signal. For starters, I'll show you that. And so what we've actually got, if I actually operate the points, which then turns it into the siding there, the signal was green, so the train can come out of the siding. And if I then turn it back, which is against the track, the signal goes to red. The other one I've got down here is, again, if I actually, these two signals here are actually this one here, as you can see. So what I actually do is, if I click that set of points, which goes up there, the track into the sidings is now for green and the main line is red. But also is connected to that particular one is this one, which is a, I'll just shift the bridge out of the way for a bit, is what I've got there is a distance signal, which is green and amber. As I said, we've got the siding, which is green, so that's for that one. The red on the main line around the far side is red, so that's amber, which is saying caution, the next signal is red. So that's how that works. So if I then click it back again to what I had before, as you see, they've changed back to red and green. And if I come back round here, as you can see, it has now gone the other way. Now then, the way you do this, I'll show you the easiest part of it. So if I actually come down to my track plan, which is here, go to my track plan, which is this one, and this is what I'm going to be operating. That set of points and that signal, that little signal is a little dwarf signal, which is, excuse me, is the little red one you can see there, just behind the Pullman coach. It's to come out of the engine shed. Those are operating on SC1 decoders, which I have from Train Tech. They are half the size of the larger ones, which I use for my points. No difference, except that those are hardwired, and these which I use here, which are my other Train Tech signals, which are got their own little decoders in them, and they operate on their own any road. So basically, it is you wire them up exactly like you would set of points. You got the black, which is the neutral, and then you got the other two wires, which is the red and green lamps. I had those actually from China. It cost me about 11 quid for 5 of them. They're brilliant. I've got them all over the back there. You can actually see one just sitting by the little tank engine there. There's one there. All the back there, all controlled by them. Now then, so what we've got is you click onto the set of points. You do not do it by the signals. Now in the Railmaster guide it talks about operating the points through the signals. Oh no, you don't, because in real life you do not move a signal until the points are set for the line that they're going on. This is the way this should be done. I was a signal and telegraph engineer, so I know what I'm talking about. So what we've got, this part is the normal part which you see. This part on the side that is the signal, which is this one up here, 45. And what these two little buttons are here, the red and green, are these two buttons of your points. And the other two there is actually your signal. So what we've got there is, if I press the green button on my points, which is that one, signal 45 will go to green. And if I press the red one, signal 45 will go to red. And that is as easy as that. All it is logic. The left hand side are your points, the right hand side is your signal. So that is why I just do a basic signalling, which some of you, or most of you, just have. On mine also, mine are a bit complex. This particular one here is, those two there are actually those two there. and what you've got there is you've got a click on that one there, and what you've got there is this is signal 20, and that is a set of points. So what I was going to do is if I press the red, which is takes into the siding, that signal will go to green, and if I press the green button, which is main line, it'll go to red. But also what I've actually got is from this, if I take that out a second and I actually go to my signal, which is, this is as it gets a bit awkward, this is signal 20. So what it says is if signal 20 is at green, signal 21 will go to red. And if the signal is at red, signal 21 will go to green. These two here are the two which I've shown you, which are the distance signals down there. What it says is if the signal 20 is at green, signal 29 is green, and if it's red, it'll go to amber. So that is the way it works. There's nothing else with that. So what I'll do is just go back again just to show you. These are the same. What I've got here, same set again. If I click onto this, what it says there is if I click that green of those points, that signal will go one colour and then it goes the other. But we'll go just back to that original one just to show you again. If I click on here, what you've got is if I press the green button, which is there, the signal 45 will go to green, and if I press the red one, it'll go to red. And that is all there is on signalling. It is quite easy. But see, mine are quite complex because the way I run my railway, there's all sorts of things in mine. What I've actually got down here is this. If you see this set of points here, which is for this one here, for coming out of my sidings. But what happens is if I don't actually operate, if I actually do this, what actually happens, if you see, now this is the main line coming through. Now that means that set of points are against that, so that has changed to red. And all I have to do is to click it back again, which is the other way, and what I do is just go back again, and it's as easy as that. But if anybody does have any problems, please give me a call. My phone number is 01782 302194, and also my email address on there. One of the things is if you want me to set these up for you, please put TeamViewer 11 onto your computer, then I can actually access your computer and I can show you around the system, show you everything I have to do with it, and life's a lot easier for me to do this for you. I've got one or two gentlemen at the moment I'm working on. Some are very complex systems, but once I can explain it to you, it's easier to show you than it is to write to you by email. It never seems the same to me sometimes. I have this thing with the Railmaster when they send me stuff. Unless you're a computer genius half of it, you can never understand what they're talking about. But I can actually demonstrate all this, plus also how to change. Some of you might have the little snail and the hair and that there. I can change them round. I can change these little markers on here. As I said before, these little trains are actually operating my trains through programs. Anything like that I can actually show you. So please give me a call, and thank you for all the subscribers that have come to me, and also all my viewers that I've got in 84 countries now. And I will see you again shortly. Thank you. Bye.